Hi guys, I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm really nervous. So, today is my channel's first year anniversary, and I'm really excited to do the Q&A. So, let's get started. The first question is submitted by Nikki, aka my online bestie. She questioned, "What are my favorite foods?" Hmm. Almost anything that. Oof, sorry. Why is it so hard to draw and answer the questions at the same time? So, as I was saying, the first question is favorite food. I like almost anything that is made by my mom, but if I had to choose only one thing, then strawberry yogurt, I think, because it's so sweet and I love the strawberry flavor. Fun fact, my favorite fruit is also strawberry. And I'm going to apologize earlier because my grammar is not the best because English is not my first language, so please don't judge me or anything else. Thank you. The second question, least favorite food. I um I hate almost anything that contains pumpkins. I hate pumpkins with a burning passion. Sorry to all my pumpkin loving fans. Now I have to draw mushrooms. Why is it so hard? The next one, which FNAF death was the hurtful for me to see? For me, Elizabeth's death was the most sad because she's such a sweet character. She did not deserve to die like that. She was so young. Now I need to draw some flowers. Now the next question. Favorite movie? I don't watch movies that much, but for me, my favorite movie is the FNAF movie. I like it because of the references. Now I need to draw bunny. If you judge my drawing, I will throw you out the roof. So don't you dare judge my drawing. Now the eyes. And here. My phone is really bad quality, so sorry about that. Now the next question. The next ones are submitted by Purple Guy 1, Crying Child 2, aka my friend Noah. Favorite thing to do when home alone? I actually don't know because my mom doesn't leave me alone at home much because she's very overprotective of me. Shout out to my mom. And if you want, comment. Mothers are the best. I love moms because being a mom is tough. So love your mothers, guys. The next question. The fictional place I want to visit. I want to visit a lot of fictional places, but in the top of my list is UA Academy from My Hero Academia, the Batcave from Batman, the Titans Tower from Teen Titans, and the Leaf Village from Naruto, and many more. I think I should draw another star here, guys. Now the next question. Favorite gachatubers. I have a lot of favorite gachatubers. Let's start. I like Yellow, Yoon 47, Tomic City, Musashi Ace, Rosie Cozy, Kitty Pop Time, Nahema Rahman, and Wise Fox. And for FNAF gachatubers, Sparkle Afton, Silver Moon Kasumi, Inky Rosemary, Shadow Glitch O, Reneko Tiaruru, Starry Galaxies, then Fluffy Marshmallow, and obviously my friends. I will mention their channels at the description, guys. The next question. Favorite songs. Boy oh boy, I have a lot of favorite songs. I love any songs made by the Living Tombstone. I also like Vocaloid songs a lot. For Vocaloid songs, I would recommend daughter of evil, servant of evil, better of worse, spoken for butcher vanity, weather girl, retry now, ego renegade boy, and confessions of a rotten girl. I also like songs made by Marina the Diamonds and mm, mm, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Melanie Martins, I guess. Then Charlie Puth. I also like Daylight, Somewhere Only We Know, Her, and This Is What Heartbreak Feels Like, and Golden Hour. I also like song covers from Jubiphonic, Shu, Sakurai, Valley EXE, Shane O'Rourke, and I think that's all for now. So let's start the coloring. Hmm. The next questions. The Afton death I like the most. I like Elizabeth's death a lot, even though it was the most hurtful for me to see. But I think some people will come after my toes at night if I answered that Elizabeth's death is my favorite Afton death. So I'm gonna say William's death is my favorite Afton death. Am I going to draw perfect circles? No, guys, because I'm I have too much ego to admit that I can't draw perfect circles. Now the next questions. These are submitted by fnaf Elma, another friend of mine. My favorite Afton is obviously Elizabeth Afton. Favorite Emily, I like Charlotte Emily, aka Charlie. Favorite sister location animatronic. I think Ballora or Circus Baby. I can't decide. I love both of their character designs. Now the next question. My favorite Fazbear animatronic is Foxy because he looks really cool as fuck. My favorite missing children has to be Cassidy because there's something about that vengefulness that I love. I saved the best ones for the last. These questions are submitted by @star loves her friends, aka my IRL bestie. So subscribe to her, guys. Her content is amazing, especially her edits. But she doesn't post much. Start posting, please, bestie. I love your videos. So the first one's answer is I was mostly inspired by seeing Sparkle Afton's videos, and you also inspired me a lot because I wasn't sure at first if I should be a gachatuber, but you inspired me a lot and said that I should do it, and that's why thank you. It's because of you that I even have so many subs. I'm really grateful to all of my subscribers. So thank you guys. Now the next question. The most hardest design for me was William's design because I don't know why, but it took me the hardest. It took me the longest, to be honest, because I had to give a glitchy effect to his character and still not make him look boring, but I failed at that part. My William looks pretty boring, not gonna lie. Now the next one. I think William is the most misunderstood character because everyone thinks that William killed the missing children willingly, but he was actually convinced by my OC Millie to kill Charlie and the others. So William is not fully at fault, but yeah, he got kinda manipulated. Now the next one. In my AU, if I could stop anything, then I would stop Millie from convincing William to kill Charlie and the missing children. And the character I would trust the most in my AU is Charlie because she's sweet. And some of you might say, then why won't you trust Elizabeth? Because she's your favorite character, you should trust her. Shut up, because I choose who I want to trust, and Charlie is the best one for me to trust because Elizabeth actually tricked Michael into his death in my AU. Let me just bucket. Now the next questions, they are which animatronic I would be the most scared of? I think Nightmarinette or Nightmare if I was in the FNAF universe. Which character deserves the most love? In my opinion, the Afton kids. They have daddy issues. And the worst part is they did not do anything to deserve that. Especially Elizabeth. Now the next question. My favorite theory is where Muppet loses his mind to explain that Gregory is a crying child. How long does it take for me to make a video? If I'm not lazy, then a short takes me 1 hour. A map part takes me 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours, and a video, it takes me days. Which editing apps do I use? I honestly use a lot of apps. For birthday edits and things like that, I use CapCut and Alight Motion. For map parts and things like that, I use Alight Motion and sometimes Ibis Paintex. I used to use InShot for my videos, but now it just sits there in my folder waiting to be used. Then the next one, the video that I'm the most proud of. I think I'm the most proud of the Miss Potato Head map part because I finally learned how to do it after 1 year. Yay, I'm so happy. What inspires me? I think money, because I actually started doing these videos because of money. Please don't think I'm greedy or things like that. I'm not like that, I promise. Now the next one. The first thing I would do is take selfies with the animatronics. Who would be the most likely to survive an apocalypse? Even though as much as I want Elizabeth to survive the apocalypse, I know that she won't survive, sadly. So thinking logically, it would be William, because he always comes back. If I met Scott Cawthon, then I would ask him to explain the FNAF lore. Then I think you would be Charlie, since she's a sweetheart and you also care deeply about me and our IRL friends. The next one. I think I already gave the answer, didn't I? These two questions are really similar. So again, Charlie. Last but not least, my favorite memories with you were three memories. First memory, the day our moms met, because after that we became inseparable. The second memory was the day us and our friend group went to the restaurant. And the third memory is some days ago we all went to the arcade. It was really fun and the drawing's finished. Let me just put my signature. And the Q&A is finished, and so is the drawing. Here is the final product, guys. Comment what you guys think about the final drawing. Bye.